Welcome everyone to the 2013 Popcorn Sale, and thank you for participating. A special call out to our unit colonels who's going to be helping us out with the sale immensely this year, and greatly appreciate all of your help and volunteer time. Remember that many hands make for light labor. This year we have listened to the feedback of everyone, and we want to make this sale simple and fun. So what I want to do is we're going to go over the training agenda coming up here, and how this is going to be helping you with your sale. So again, thank you for agreeing to serve as your unit's colonel. Whether you are new or a veteran in this role, we are very grateful, because without the colonels, this just does not happen. Last year's record-breaking sale is a hard one to top, but even with all that, we heard the feedback from the unit leaders, and we knew we could make some improvements, and we are working hard to do that. 3 priorities that we have set for this sale. One is to make sure that it remains all about our scouts and helping them to reach their goals and to fund their adventures. Secondly, and probably most important, is have fun. Remember to have fun during your sale. Third goal is to do everything that we can to simplify this sale for the unit leaders. This year you're going to see that we are all focused on popcorn. In order to simplify things, again, we continue to streamline it. We're continuing to go with camp masters and one ordering system, and we hope this is going to will make your job much easier and improve your sale. If you haven't already guessed it, our theme this year is a new theme, and it's a play off of the Duck Dynasty guys, and it's also a way to reference that every year needs to be a great year, not just for one sale. So we're building a popcorn dynasty, as you can see, and we plan to have fun with it this year, and hope you will too. So pull out your beards and let's continue training.
And I want to take a moment and thank Phil for being our council colonel. My name is Rhonda Weber, and I'm the staff advisor for the popcorn sale. And Phil has been a great leader for us, and together we're going to walk you through the webinar today. I'm going to start with some highlights of our products for this year. All of the 2012 Camp Masters products are back this year. They were really well received, and we were pleased to be able to bring them all back. We've also added 2 new items that we're super excited about, the UK10 Go Big Blue, and a trail mix, which we think goes really well with our scouting theme, and is also a non-popcorn option, which is great. We continue to have a full range of products at different price points. There are 4 $15 or less, and then a full range all the way up into our most premium 10, which is $55. Again, I mentioned non-popcorn options. If you do have customers who, I can't imagine it, but don't like popcorn or can't eat popcorn for some reason, please know that you can offer them our Yummy Trail Mix, or also a military donation is always a great option. We continue to offer a wide range of flavors, including butters, cheeses, kettle corn, caramels, and chocolates, and all but our 5-way tin and the military donation are available for show and sell.
One of my items I get to talk about are the prizes, and I always enjoy talking about the prizes, because now we get to what's in it for the scouts. If you refer to your prize brochure, all the listings are going to be in that, and also be sure and look in your unit leader guide and the website to check out the prizes. All the sales that the scout makes through the take orders and through show and sell all count. Even the stuff that's going to be online, everything counts towards the scout's goal. Different prize programs are going to be for the Cub Scouts and also for the Boy Scouts, so they need to be age appropriate to encourage our scouts to sell. Also, anyone who sells one item through any of the items that we have, you're going to earn a patch. And the prizes are high quality. We heard a lot of great comments last year on the prizes that we have. And what's being offered, the nicer tints, the Lego items that you'll see, all of these prizes are high quality, and again, continue to be brand name, and of course the gift card options will be offered also.
I'll just add one question that we frequently get from unit colonels is, when you're looking at the different levels of the prize program, scouts can choose either one prize or a combination of prizes. They just can't exceed the amount sold. And please don't round up your scouts' sales.
Thank you, Rhonda. Now it comes to the the coolest item that I think we have to offer to the Scouts, and a quick way that we can incentivize them, and that is the Zing Air crossbow. If the Scout fills up one order form, earning the patch, you're going to earn the patch, and you're going to also get the Zing Air crossbow. This thing, I have tested it myself just to make sure that it works, and we've taken this thing out and we have launched this thing a good 30 to 40 feet. And yes, it will work in a house, but it's much more fun outside, and I'm sure parents appreciate that too. Be sure to submit that form to the council and to the weekly drawings that's going to be held during the sale. If you don't submit the form, it's going to be hard for the Scout to be entered in for that drawing. So remember to do that, unit leaders.
Some exciting new elements to the Fill It Up Club this year. We have received great feedback over the past couple years about the parties that we've been throwing. Gaddytown continues to be very popular, and that's one of the options this year. Cub Scouts will have two choices. New this year, we're going to offer a daytime party at the Clarion Hotel in Lexington, which has a fun dome. The fun dome will offer indoor pool, basketball, ping pong. We're going to have inflatables, lots of fun there. And again, that's a daytime option for families, especially if you have younger Scouts. That might be a great option for them. The alternative for Cub Scouts is the Gaddytown Lock-In. Again, always popular and tons of fun. We will again have unlimited gameplay and the pizza buffet. For Boy Scouts, they will have the choice between the Gaddytown party and a shooting sports party at Camp McKee, which we did for the first time last year, and we received really great feedback from the Scouts who participated in that. Boy Scouts who participate in the shooting sports party will get to do shotgun, rifle, and muzzleloader. A fun element this year, if a Scout raises or sells at least $600 and fills a form, they get to go to one of the parties. But if they sell $1,000 or more, they get to attend both parties. So we think that will be an extra incentive for the Scouts to keep selling even once they've reached that $600 level. And we hope to see many of our Scouts at both of the party options for their age group. The dates, locations, and times for the parties are in the prize brochure materials, and we will get those well out in advance of the party so you will know.
So by this time, I know our unit leaders and our unit colonels are wondering, can I attend this with my child? Well, absolutely you can, because the fun part about the child filling this up, and be sure and remind the parents, the fun part about the child filling this up is the parents get to go to the Fun Dome, to Gaddytown, and they get to attend this, the shooting sports with their event if they're in Boy Scouts. So let's continue to have the fun in the program.
Absolutely. Camp Masters is again offering some awesome high achiever program, prize program this year rather. I have heard a lot of buzz about the Beats by Dr. Dre, which I was not aware of, but Phil and his son have now updated me on, and I understand is very popular with youth today and as a really awesome prize that I think our Scouts are going to want to work towards. The Camp Master High Achiever prizes, once a Scout reaches the $1,500 level in sales, they have a choice between a gift card to Target or Walmart at $2,000. They have the choice between an outdoor adventure camp package, which includes a camp stove, cookware set, fire starter, wilderness kit, binoculars, compass, flashlight, multifunction knife, rain poncho, a carabiner, and a whistle. So a lot of stuff in that package. Or an iPod Nano. And then at the $3,000 level, they earn the Beats by Dr. Dre or a gift check for 5% of the total sales. And that was one of the questions we got last year. You know, what if my Scout raises or sells more than $3,000? There's not a prize level above that. Well, then the 5% is the option for you because it will grow with your sales. It will be 5% of your sales, whether they're at $3,000 or $5,000. So get that gift check and you can buy a lot of things for your Scout. The last piece of the prize program that we want to highlight for you today is the Council Top Seller Prizes. We continue to offer $150 cash prize, if you will, for the top seller and a trophy. New this year, we're adding that they're going to get to throw out the first pitch at a Legends game, and they're going to get a night stay at the Clarion Lexington, which again offers the Fun Dome, and they'll have full access to that Fun Dome. The next 5 sellers will get $100 and a trophy. So encourage your Scouts to work towards those prizes. Set their goals high, and maybe they'll be the top seller this year and enjoy that great prize package.
So we hope by this time what you're seeing is a program that is again changed for 2013. The new additions, the things that we had last year that really worked well, we're bringing back. And again, I can't emphasize enough about the high quality of the prizes. I'm really excited to see this, all the Fun Dome added, the Legends, and now the other prize packages being offered. So I wish I could go back around and earn those Beats by Dr. Dre, because I just can't bring myself to buy those, but boy, I'd love to earn them.
That's right.
So what's in it for the units? Well, just as we've done in the past years, is what we're bringing back again is you can earn as much as 34% commission for the unit. That's 1% early sign up before June 1st, which is already done by now. You do get a 29% base commission. And then what takes you on up to 34% is that additional commission if you have exceeded your unit goal. And that's something that you need to work on with your district executive. With that, what do you do with those in your unit is all up to you. We've heard feedback from PACs who have given 10% back to the Scouts. Some PACs may not be able to do that. Troops, usually it's anywhere from 15 to 25% or more out of that whole 34% that is going to the Scout as he earns his way to things such as high adventure, to summer camp. So let's take advantage of that. Let's meet our goals so you can get that 34%. Now, something that is new this year is there is a chance to win a $1,000 Scout Shop gift card. So what's going to happen is you're going to receive an entry when a unit makes your goal, and then you're going to receive one more for every $500 you exceed your goal. So again, there's incentives in there for you to exceed your goal and to continue to exceed your goal. New units, we are so glad you're selling this year. You're automatically going to receive 2 entries when you make your goal. And this $1,000 Scout Shop gift card can be used for anything. We have that underlined and want to emphasize it. Anything that you buy from the council.
That can include just some examples. Recharter or membership fees. Oftentimes units don't think of that. You could use the $1,000 towards that. Scout Shop purchases, program event fees, summer camp, literally anything you do with the council, you can use that towards. So it would be a great opportunity for one unit to win that $1,000 gift card.
Yeah, for the Cub Scouts, remember, it's a great way to purchase those training tools, and for the troops, it's a great way to get those merit badge books if you need to update your library. So pitch out those things. It's dated 1982, and make sure and update those with the 2013 version.
Yes, and update them with your gift card. That way you don't have to spend the other unit money. We have lots of great, exciting program elements that we have added this year, and we're going to walk through a few of them with you and just bring them to your attention so we make sure your unit doesn't miss out on them. Phil mentioned in the beginning that we are working to build a popcorn dynasty, and so we are recruiting. We know that peer-to-peer recruitment is a really powerful tool among our youth, and that Scouts listen to each other, and we also know that a Scout is helpful. So we're going to build on those 2 elements and offer a recruiter patch this year. A Scout earns the patch by helping a Scout that didn't sell last year. So they could invite them to go door to door with them. They could teach them the Michael Beck sales pitch. They could work with them as a team as the show and sell. They could sit down and walk through the prizes with them and show them all the great things they could earn. Anything a Scout does to help another Scout who didn't sell last year sell this year will earn them the recruiter patch. And we try to keep the process as simple as possible. So literally, if you're the unit colonel, we're going to ask them to just come up to you and say, hey, I helped Bobby by doing this, and you say, great, you've earned the recruiter patch, and you order it along with your other prizes, and they will be sent to you with your other prizes. So we wanted to keep it really simple. This is a great opportunity for you to try to increase the percent of the Scouts in your unit who are selling. So among our units that sell, we have varying degrees of participation, but all of them could grow simply by getting more of their very own Scouts to sell. So we hope this will be a great tool for you to encourage your Scouts to help your other Scouts join in the fun, if you will, and earn the recruiter patch.
Yeah, great point, Rhonda. And while we want to encourage the high sellers, if you take the 10 kids selling $600 each, he's going to very quickly outsell naturally the one that's going to hit the $3,000. It's nice to have them all, but we definitely want to encourage more scouts participating. So the thought on the recruiter patch is also have your Webelos den. Take out your Tiger Den on a meeting night and to teach that Tiger Den how to sell. That way all of your Webelos just earn that recruiter patch. This is not a rank patch. Make it easy for these boys to earn. If you have new boys that come over to a troop unit or over to a new troop, even if the boys sold last year in the pack, to the Scoutmasters, have an older boy. Again, teach the younger boy how to do it, use the EDGE method, or in this case, it may actually be the younger boy teaching the older boy. Whatever works, make sure and help them earn that recruiter patch. Hey, it's all about the patch.
There's a patch for that after all. Another new element this year is mystery houses. We hope this will encourage folks and make it fun for folks to go out door to door doing take orders or show and deliver, where they take the product and actually fulfill the orders right there. Either way, it will work. We have 25 houses that have been identified across the council. In every district, we have houses. And the first scout that knocks on the door and asks the folks in that house to buy, not only will they be guaranteed to make a sale, but they will also win a bonus prize package. We are going to post hints on the locations of the houses weekly. We're going to start doing that every Friday from September 27th through October 25th, and we will make sure all of the houses are found. We want our scouts to find and win these prizes, and we think this will be a fun element to this year's sale. So encourage your scouts to go out. You might even want to set time aside as a unit, maybe one meeting for everyone to go out. And look for the hints so that your scouts can try to find these mystery houses that we've hidden across the council territory. We hope this will be a really fun way to make going door to door more exciting and fun.
Yeah, and those are mystery houses, for clarification, and not haunted houses, although check back on Halloween.
Yes.
So which brings us to our next point. By this time, you may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed. I know I have been at times as a volunteer. And so one thing that we decided to put in here is something to help you. This is by no means trying to make a job description, but this is a way that we want to make a checklist to help you out, to help you see what you have gotten into. Again, remember, it's only an hour a week. So what we want,
something like that.
Exactly. We just want to walk you through the unit colonel checklist that you're going to find in your unit leader guide. And again, continue to look online, look in your unit leader guide for the information. And when that doesn't, when you can't find the information that you need there, be sure and email your district colonel and feel free to call the council office. Again, we want to help you through these so that we do not reinvent the wheel. So as we look at placing the orders in a show and sell, again, we want to make your job easier, and this can be very overwhelming. And what's going to come at you right at the first, now that you've got your kids coming back or at the troop level, at this point you've continued on through the summer, now the sale starts, and within a few weeks you find out, oh my goodness, I've got to turn right around and place our order. This is the process. So with that, how do you make those decisions? What you're going to find out, what you've found out during the Michael Beck training, is that he's asked us to be a toe dipper. Order according to what your unit's commitment is in order to implement a strategy. So if you have set a goal, Rhonda, like at our troop, we may set a goal this year of $13,000, $14,000. And whatever that goal is, we're going to order enough popcorn to fulfill that goal. Again, be a toe dipper in this. Don't try to double what you sold last year, because there will be a chance to place that second order. Remember, you can only return to the council 25% of your show and sell order. But again, don't worry. If you're a toe dipper in this, you want to make sure and at least order your goal. So don't sandbag. Order at least what your goal is going to be. Remember that the 5-way tin, which has a lot of chocolate in it, and the military orders are take orders only. Well, why is that? Well, that's because that we need those we need the 5-way chocolate tin to come in at a time when it's cooler, so all the chocolate is not melted. Also, as you're ordering, again, keep in mind the weather, and be preparing to pick up your product and arranging transportation that's going to be large enough in order to transport these back to your unit.
A couple more points on that. you will order your unit's popcorn order at both the show and sell and later the take order using the online system. And we will post step-by-step instructions, literally, on the website, scoutingpopcorn.org. And we will also send out reminders to you as that time approaches, which it is quickly approaching now. One of the key differences between the show and sell order and the take order is that at the time of the show and sell order, you order in cases. So that's really important. There's a chart in your unit leader guide. There's a chart on the website, and we'd be happy to answer any questions you have about how many containers there are per case of each of the products. So remember, at show and sell time, you're ordering in cases.
Oh, don't make the mistake we made one year, and we thought we were ordering individual boxes, and we found out we were ordering cases. So yes, we did well in popcorn that year because we had a lot to sell. Something to remember again as you're going through this. We're going to bring this up again on goal setting, but this is where I really want to encourage you. You can do this at a pack level as a fun event, and we'll discuss that later in the training. But you can also do this at the troop level. Set the boys down and talk to them about their goals. If you're doing it at a pack level, you'll have the boys coming up to you, to the den leader individually, and talking about what they want to sell. And maybe in that case, they're circling something on the prize brochure that I want to sell $300 or $400 or $500 or $600. As we sat down and did this in a troop last year, we had boys go through and each one set their goal on what they wanted to sell and what they wanted to do to fund their adventure for the year, whether it was going to be the high adventure camps or the funding for summer camp. And the boys set their individual goal. It turned out last year we actually sold around 13,000. Our goal, popcorn goal, was about 12,500. And that popcorn goal came from the scouts themselves. And again, you can pull a lot of that information from your pack, from your den, by just having a goal setting meeting or a goal setting moment for 15 minutes at your popcorn rollout.
Okay. Another great option that can really, we think, boost your show and sell in particular this year is the opportunity to process credit cards. We hear every year about increasing numbers of folks who do not carry cash with them or checks even. Whether we like it or not, the spending trends in our society are leaning towards credit cards. So we might as well take advantage of that and be prepared for that. We are prepared after all. So we have partnered with Pay Anywhere and Camp Masters to offer a credit card processing program to our units. This is voluntary. You don't have to sign up, but we think it will be a really helpful tool for you to boost your sale. I'm just going to quickly walk through the elements that Pay Anywhere is offering our units, and then I'm going to make a recommendation for those of you who want to sign up, and you can see at the bottom of the slide the link to sign up. I will tell you there's also more information about this available on our website, which again is scoutingpopcorn.org. So Pay Anywhere is offering free card readers that work for smartphones or tablets. You get one when you sign up, and you can request 3 additional ones. They're offering 2.69% flat rate for any major credit cards or debit cards, and that does include Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express. The next bullet you see is the 3.49% plus 19 cents. That is only for transactions that you need to enter manually. And the reason is the risk of fraud is just higher on those when people don't have the credit card with them. There will be no additional fees. That's it. Funds will be in your unit's account the next business day. Some recommendations I would make is I do recommend that you give this a try. I think it will be a great tool for you. I think that it's something that you can kind of keep in your back pocket, and when your scout offers a sale to someone and says, "You'll help us, won't you?" and they say, "I'd love to, but I don't have any cash on me," then you can pull it out and say, "Oh, we take credit cards," because you don't want to have to pay that fee unless they don't have cash available. So I think, keep it in your back pocket, if you will. 3 things to keep in mind. When you go to sign up as a unit, make sure you use the organization application, and with its permission, provide your charter organization's tax ID number. Then you will want to list your organization name exactly as your charter organization's name is listed and known by the IRS. Those 2 things need to match. And then finally, in the Doing Business As DBA field on the application, you'll want to list your unit's name there, because that's what will show up on your customer's receipt. So you want that to say, in Phil's case, Troop 118, you want that to show up on the receipt of the customer. So all of this information is available on our website, but I just wanted to bring those recommendations to your attention so that as you prepare to sign up, which I hope you will do, that you know exactly the easiest way to fill it out to make it a smooth process for your unit. And I know Phil's unit is already trying this out. How's that going?
Rhonda, yes, we went ahead and got this in anticipation of the popcorn sale, but we wanted to use this as a way just to collect, help boys collect dues. We understand that there are times when the credit card reader is very handy, so we're going to actually keep this for the year and keep this going right on so that we can use it for our troop. And yeah, just keep in mind that there's a small fee that goes along with it, but the fee is minor considering that you actually get paid. And so we think it's great. And it's very convenient because it's going directly into our bank account, not into another web account somewhere.
That's a good point, Phil. If your unit does want to keep one reader year-round, we can arrange for that. So the rest of the readers would be turned in when you pick up your take order product. But you can keep one year-round if you want to use it for just general unit business. And there was something else you said, Phil, that was a great point, and I can't remember. So we'll just move on, and if I remember, we'll come back to it.
Rhonda, you know, with me, there are many great points.
There's so many I can't keep up.
Yeah, humbly speaking, of course. So now we get to talk about my favorite part, and that is having fun at the kickoffs. This is when you let down your hair, maybe at the beard in this case. Have fun with the skits, costume, and games. Go ahead and go out and unit leaders and purchase, especially the Cub Masters and Scout Masters. I challenge you to have a little fun there. Get that beard out and get that long hair out and get you a bandana and try to look like Willie there up in the left-hand corner. That is the mascot we're doing. That is the Popcorn Commander. And have some fun with this. Do not let the nerd in you come out. Make sure and have some good redneck fun. We are in Kentucky and we want to have fun with what we do. What you want to do is, as you're kicking this off to your unit, this is not something that you just go and throw the brochures on the back table, because if you don't work on your sale, the sale's going to work on you. So dedicate a complete night to this. The sale has started later in the year, so you can get especially in the packs, you can get the kids signed up early. And now, by starting this later, you can focus one of your meetings towards this. Have the music playing, if you imagine. Have the costumes on. And now, as the people come in, as the kids come in, and even for the troop level, you can have activities that's going to begin to appear. And the main thing that you want to go over with the parents, with the pack level, is explain to them the events that you want to do, but the money that you're going to need. So this is where you open up your budget and share a little bit that if we want to go to Mammoth Cave, here's what it's going to cost. For the troop, if you plan on going down to the Yorktown and camping out there, or the USS Alabama, or you want to make that trip to go see the St. Louis Arch, or you want to go to the high adventure camps at Northern Tier, Philmont, Sea Base, these are ways that you can pay for them. There's going to be a prize video that's going to be available, and you'll need access to Wi-Fi to be able to show this. But the prize video is really exciting. It's going to go through and highlight for the Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts what you can earn. So use this. It's a free way, and we appreciate our volunteers for putting this together.
Yeah, I want to send a big thank you out to Jeff Renner, who put together a prize video for the Cub Scouts and one for the Boy Scouts so that you would have it already ready-made for you to show at your unit kickoff. So it's not going to take any extra time on your part. Just show the video, and I promise you, your Scouts will be pumped by the end of it. It is an exciting video.
Yeah, the video's not that long, and it's a good way to pump up the kids, and it makes you look really good and really prepared. Have the Scouts set goals. We already talked about that. One thing that you could do that I've seen work before too is that you have the boys set realistic goals. Have them circle what they're doing. Again, pack or troop level. At the pack level, maybe what you do is to really get the boys pumped up is they set the goals, and the boys who set the top 5 goals, they get to throw pies. A pie in the top 5 get to throw a pie in the face of their popcorn colonel. Again, that is up to you, but have fun with the event. Then after the kickoff or during this time again, or right after it, be sure and teach them what you have learned at the Beck Sales Techniques. This is doing your sale without the table. This is taking your product out but not having to bring it back to somebody's garage. This is having a plan at the show and sells. This is having the boys going out and talking, the scouts going out and talking to the people, bringing them over to the product, and not just with their hands in the pocket waiting for the people to come to them. This is where the boy is asking them to help, for the adult to help fund their adventure. It's not about selling popcorn. It's about helping scouts. So what we want you to do is, again, during this kickoff, use this slide maybe as your agenda, and use this for one of your meetings, and this can sure help you have a very successful kickoff, or we think it will. Again, we're always open to feedback, and please continue to give us feedback on what we can do to improve. There's going to be in your unit guide, there's going to be some slips in there too that's a piece of paper, and some of them maybe even have some tips and goals on ideas, other ideas and games during your event for packs. And just to throw this out, maybe you're gonna have these tablespoons, and you put the popcorn in it, and you're running it back from table to table. Have a relay race with that. Again, if you're at the troop level, talk about the high adventure camps. Have your older boys get up and talk about what they have done to get the boys encouraged. Set the stage, and then go in and then show the prizes and the gift cards that can be earned. Then go into teaching the sales techniques, so the folks see the need and the benefit and the solution out of what they're going to be doing with the popcorn sale. Rhonda, anything else on that?
No, I think the big thing is to just make it fun and make sure people understand why we're selling popcorn, that we're selling popcorn to fund the adventure. We do this time of year so that the whole rest of the year our units can have fun, our scouts get to fulfill their scouting dreams, if you will, and they get to earn their way, which is a really important value in scouting. One thing that you will see if your unit uses the Michael Beck techniques is you will also see the skills and the confidence of your boys grow. And that is a great side benefit of doing the popcorn sale. We do this in part because we believe it helps us achieve some of our program goals. It can work towards merit badges. There are lots of tie-ins. Make sure to make it fun and tie it into scouting. Then people will want to do it because they will see what's in it for them.
Yeah, and don't forget, Scoutmasters, this can work towards merit badges on salesmanship, on public speaking. And for the Scoutmasters and Cubmasters out there, I am going to put out a challenge to you that if you have not taken a pie in the face, please do that. It is a memory that will last forever, and the smell only lasts for 2 or 3 days.
How many did you take last year?
I think between Marcus Highland, who's our committee chair, and myself, we ended up taking about 25 pies among the boys after we closed out our sales, and every boy got to throw a pie in our face for every sheet they filled up. With that, Marcus and I are going to pull in a few more folks from Troop 118.
Spread the wealth.
We're going to spread the wealth out, right, and spread the whipped cream.
But you survived, and you had a lot of fun.
We did. We had a lot of fun, a lot of memories, and check out our Facebook page if you want to see more. Now, one thing that we're going to transition into now are the tools, and a special shout out to Maria Church, who has worked extremely hard on putting together a great number of tools. Rhonda's going to go over these, but cannot thank Maria enough for putting together the tools, because, hey, Rhonda, you know, 4 or 5 years ago, what I would have given to have had tools like this as a new person in a unit. Yeah,
and that's the idea. If you are a new unit colonel and you are trying to figure out how am I going to keep track of all this, well, Maria has figured it out for you, and she's provided some really great tools that are available on our website, again, scoutingpopcorn.org. If you're a veteran colonel and you look at these and think, why have I not been doing this all these years, she's done it for you. The good news is, if you're like me, sometimes you look at tools and think, oh, well, I don't want to mess it up. She has made it very simple, very user-friendly. She's embedded all the formulas that apply to this year's program, and she's locked them down so that you can't mess them up. So go in there and play with it and see if it's something that might work for you.
Yeah, and I hear she will give out the password if you ask nicely.
Yeah, if you ask really nicely. You have the magic password. Many unit colonels in the past have created various versions of tools, usually involving Excel spreadsheets, sometimes involving shoeboxes full of papers, to help them keep track of all the moving parts of the sale. And this year, Maria and the committee has supported her in this. Maria is on our popcorn committee, but she has created a version that any unit can use if they haven't already created their own. we just want to say here, if you already have a system that's working with you or for you, keep using it. No problem. We just wanted to make this available to those of you who really would like for somebody to figure it out in advance for you and just give you the tool to use. If you're that person, then this is for you. Again, at scoutingpopcorn.org, you will find, this is the particular tool to help you track show and sell. It's called Popcorn Sales Tracking System, which is an Excel workbook that's already created with the relevant formulas for this year's sale. You can use it to track your Scout sales from all methods. That includes show and sell, take order, and online. And the workbook is set up to be very user-friendly. Again, the formulas are locked down so you can't mess them up. She has also created a step-by-step tutorial, which will be posted on the website along with the tracking system. And it walks you through literally step-by-step how to use the Excel workbook if you have any questions. Also, I know that if you had any questions beyond that, you could feel free to contact the council office. And if we don't already know that answer, we will check with Maria. And she is so gracious to help anybody who asks, so I'm sure she'll make herself available. There is also another tool on there called the Inventory Tracker, and that can help you keep track of your inventory as you send it out to your various show and sell sites. So you know how much you sent out, what you got back, who checked it out, where it is. You can keep track again of all those moving parts. If you have a system that's working for you, don't feel like you have to use this. But if you don't, if there's any question or if you're new, I encourage you to check them out. And I really feel like they will do a lot of the work for you. This particular tool, again, will help you keep track of the show and sell elements, including participation, the sales, and your inventory. So go to scoutingpopcorn.org and check that out.
Boy, Rhonda, you know, by this time, if I was on the other end, I would be feeling a little nervous and saying, what have I volunteered for?
For fun, that's what you volunteered
And it's fun. And this is where, remember, you're the colonel, you're the unit leader, and this is where I strongly encourage you to get you a team together to work on this. Another 2 or 3 volunteers, having somebody to do the rah-rah piece, somebody to do the tracking, somebody to be handling the cash, and as you're leading this effort, get you 2 or 3 volunteers where possible, if possible, and it even makes it more fun because you can enjoy it as you see your unit earn and fund their adventure.
Yeah, that's a great point. We hear that from a lot of our most successful units create a team atmosphere at the colonel position, if you will. The next slide talks about tracking your Scouts take orders, and this is where we have seen units show up with shoe boxes full of order forms, and we're very grateful they've sold, but they're a little overwhelmed at the end because they didn't have a system to track it as they went, and they now need to translate those individual Scout orders into their units orders. So Maria has also created a tool. It's called Popcorn Sales Tracking System. It will, again, this is the same tool. It will keep track of your show and sell, will also help you keep track of your take orders. Both the products ordered on the forms and the payments as they come in. There are also another tool on the website that can help you with the take orders, including delivery tags, so that you can print those up. It kind of serves multiple purposes. It serves as a thank you. It serves to help you keep track of what I need to take to whose house, and it also helps you keep track of whether they've paid or not. She's created some miss you notes in case you're delivering product to a door. If I've sold popcorn, or my son has sold popcorn to Phil, and I go to Phil's house and we're going to deliver the popcorn and Phil's not there, rather than trying Phil's house every night this week, we leave a little note that said, hey, we're trying to deliver your popcorn, but we missed you. Here's my contact information. Let me know when a convenient time to drop your popcorn by would be. And I think that will save a lot of us multiple trips back to houses. So those are some great companion tools she has created. But again, check out the Excel workbook that she's created that has the tutorial to go with it, that will help you keep track of the order forms, the deliveries, payments, all of that kind of information. And then in a minute is going to help you, you'll see how it helps it translate that over to the units take order, which we'll discuss on the next slide.
So as you can see, we really appreciate your volunteer time, and we're trying to take advantage of it best we can to not, one, to not overwhelm you too much with this, but to make sure we use your time wisely. With that, remember that with your parents, that yes, the kid is selling, even in Boy Scouts, the kid's selling, but if I see a 14-year-old kid driving around in a car doing it by himself, I'm going to be concerned. So it is that parent, grandparent who's driving that kid around, who's driving the Scout around, And with these missed-you forms and notes that we can put on the doors, it really helps everybody use their time wisely, and I think will make the process a lot easier.
Okay, so the next step then, and like I said, we're just walking through some highlights of your checklist, so some key points in time and tasks that you will be responsible for completing, and pointing out tools to help you do those. So this next area is placing your unit's take order. So way back, several slides ago, we talked about placing your unit's show and sell order. Well, when it comes to placing your unit's take order, a few things are a little different. One, you now have real orders in your hand. So one of the first things you'll want to do is check your inventory of what you still have on hand and use that to fill as much of your take order as you can. And then hopefully you have orders beyond that, and you'll need to place those for a take order. So Maria has a tool that she's developed that's on our website called Unit Product Orders and Commissions, and it helps you keep track, whereas the other tool will help you keep track at the scout level. This is now keeping track at the unit level, the order. So use it to track your unit's product order so that you know how much you will need to order for take order. It also has a companion tutorial, again, that will walk you through it. This same tool will help you calculate your commission. I will go ahead and tell you that it is set up assuming your unit received the 1% commission for signing up early. So if you didn't do that, you'll want to contact Anna Maria at the council office, and she will send you the version that does not have that extra 1% included. The vast majority of our units did sign up early, so we went ahead and included that kind of in the default version of this workbook, if you will. Again, instructions on ordering in the online system are available at scoutingpopcorn.org, and the chart showing how many containers are in a case are available, because when it comes time to place your unit's take order, you will order in containers. And really that's there for your unit's convenience. The reason we do that is because at this point in the sale, you should have a pretty good sense of exactly how much popcorn you need. So we don't want you to have to order 8 of something if you only need 4. So sometimes it can get a little bit confusing, but I think the confusion is worth it because it's much more convenient for units in the long run. So remember, for show and sell, you order in cases. For the take order, you order in containers. You use the same online system, though, both times. Also, an important thing to remember is that there are no returns for take orders, and that all products, including the 5-Way 10 and the military donation, are available through take order. Some things that some units do is they like to order a little bit extra to have on hand for thank yous as they go and visit different locations, or they have guests come into their unit as speakers, or volunteers who really step up and go above and beyond for the unit. They like to have some on hand for thank yous throughout the year. So consider whether your unit wants to order a little bit more for things like that. And remember,
I'm glad you mentioned that, Rhonda. You know, we've seen units go and give extra popcorn to the local fire department, police department. It goes a long way. If you're chartered at a church, giving it to the office staff is greatly appreciated. If you're chartered at a school, I can promise you, I haven't seen a teacher yet to turn down popcorn. They absolutely love it. So great suggestion on that.
Yeah. So the Excel sheet that Maria has created allows you to up order however much you want, and then translates that into a unit order for you. So again, the tools are available if they are helpful. If you already have a system that's working for you, keep using it. If you have any questions about how to use the tools that are available, you can look at the tutorial that's posted and then contact us if you have any questions beyond that. These are some really helpful tools, and we didn't want to take the time today to go through them step by step, but I do encourage you to go onto the website and look at them and see if they might be something that would be of interest to you.
So Rhonda, you know, at this point, we've made it through getting ready for the sale. We've got it kicked off, thinking through it now. We've done our pre-order. We've gone through, we have tracked the sale, and now we're getting ready to close it out. How do we do that?
Well, you don't want to forget to order prizes. That is, if you get nothing else right, because it is all about the Scouts, we want to make sure that they get the incentives that they earned. So placing the prizes is one of the very last steps you will do as a colonel, but it's probably one of the most important. And I would encourage you to do it as soon as you are ready to do it, because especially for the younger Scouts, the sooner they can get the rewards for their work, the more they can make that connection between, hey, I worked really hard on the popcorn sale and look at all the cool stuff I got. So there is a window for prize ordering. You definitely need to be within that window, and I would encourage you to be on the front end of that window. As soon as you're ready to place the order, let's get your prize orders in. The same popcorn sale tracking system that we've referenced several times now will also help you keep track of the prize orders that your Scouts have earned and then their choices within those. So because they have a variety of choices, that's one of the things you need to keep track of, is which one did James choose out of the several options he had available to them. So you use that tracking system if it works for you again. The instructions to order the online prizes are again available on the website. That we will send out reminders to you that link you to these tools as these steps approach, but I want to bring them to your attention now. The High Achiever form is one extra step that can sometimes be a pain, and for that we apologize, but it's worth it. Camp Masters, who offers the High Achiever prizes, which we highlighted earlier, including the Dr. Dre Beats and the Great Camping Package and the gift cards and the 5% of your sales on a gift check, all of those require a separate form that is done Scout by Scout. What we have done as a council is say, okay, if we have to collect that second form, or that extra form, if you will, we're going to add everything to it that we need. So hopefully this is the only extra form you and your Scouts have to complete. So we have added to that all of the information we need related to the Fill It Up Club, including, did they fill a form? Did they sell more than $600? Did they sell more than $1,000? Which of the parties do they want to attend? And who's attending with them? We have tried to add everything we can, and even the release that we need you to sign to attend the parties, we have added to that. So this one form is very important, and it's a little bit more work, but we hope it will be worth it. So make sure that for any of your Scouts that sold $600 or more, you fill out a High Achiever form and submit it. The form is available on the website. We will send it out to you in advance of it being due, and you want to wait till they've completed their sale before you submit it. You don't want to submit it each time they fill a form, for example. Wait till they're done selling, submit it once, and submit it within that prize ordering window. This year, there have been some changes with the Camp Master High Achiever prizes. If you were a unit leader last year, you know that you ordered pretty much all the other prizes online in the system, and then the High Achiever prizes were ordered separately and went directly to the Scouts. This year, almost all of the High Achiever forms are also going to be ordered online. The only exceptions to those, I believe, are the highest level, because the 5% of sales really needs to kind of be configured Scout by Scout, and so that is still done separately. So note that difference. If you're new this year, it'll be the only way you ever knew it, but if you were a unit leader last year, that's something that you'll want to pay attention to. There is one exception to the prize program, and that is for Scouts who previously earned their way into the Trails End Scholarship Program. For those of you who are new, Trails End is the company that we used to partner with for popcorn sales, and they had a program where Scouts who sold a certain amount earned their way into a scholarship program. For the Scouts that still remain in our sale that earned that previously, Camp Masters offers a different option for them, and we will mail directly to those Scouts, because there's so few of them. We don't want to confuse the larger prize program and all of the other Scouts that are participating. We don't want to confuse things, so we will mail directly to them a separate High Achiever form with instructions and reminders on what the option is for them. It's the same option that was available last year, so this should not be new to them. But I just want to draw your attention to it, as if you're a unit leader, you might see that a few of your Scouts have a slightly different High Achiever form, and you'll just want to help them fill that out and make sure it gets into us within the prize ordering window. There are relatively few of those Scouts, but for those Scouts, we want to make sure they get every option that's available to them.
So again, into all the details that we go, remember overall It's about the Scouts. It's about the scouting program. Have fun with your program. With that, again, the prizes won't be coming until later in the year. If you have a boy that fills up a sheet early on, encourage unit leaders to go ahead and go out there, whether you're buying getting some coin for them, some patch, something small. Go ahead and find some small way to recognize them at a meeting. Go ahead and each meeting that you have, whether den meetings, pack meetings, or troop meetings, and even courts of honor, go ahead and recognize those boys as you go along through the cell who have met their goal. And a special call out to those who have filled that form and met those higher level goals. With that, we are through with this webinar, and we want to thank you for attending. A few highlights I want to go back over. Remember that this 2013 Popcorn Dynasty is a new theme for us, but again, we're trying to go back and look at and trying to encourage everybody that we're going to set newer goals this year, and we are trying to create a Popcorn Dynasty. There are new products, my favorite being the UK tin. There are new prizes. With the new prizes that's coming along, it's not just the ones that you see in the brochures, but higher level prizes too. Again, I can't say enough about the prizes, from the tents to the knives to the watches to the survival watches that they have, the remote control items. All of these are high quality items, Lego items, and we've received great feedback last year on those prizes. Don't forget the mystery houses. There's going to be up to the 34% commission. Again, units, do not forget, if you meet that goal, you're also going to be entered in to the $1,000 unit drawing. And that money can be used on anything Scout related from the Scout shop. Again, district events, council events. So let the competition begin. We also want to remind you through all this, so many unit tools, the checklist, and the tips on how to have a fun sale. Take the pies in the face, have fun at your kickoff, and be sure to ask any questions that you may have. Check at your roundtables. The district colonels will be available at roundtables too. So from Phil Blankenship
And Rhonda Weber.
we want to thank all of our unit volunteers, district volunteers, council volunteers, and the popcorn committees who've helped put all this together. And most of all,
Thank you for your time.